Hi, I'm Iyare and this is Fantastic Realm, your weekly roundup of what's new in comic books. This week we take a look at Mark Millar's run on Fantastic Four. I check out a new book for me in the shape of Nova. There's a really important issue of Superman out and we catch up with what the Avengers are up to in the Dark Reign. Thanks to everybody who pointed me at this. This is Nova, issue number 22. It's one of those series I'd never really checked out before, and I'm really glad that I did. It's the first issue I ever read, and it was really easy to follow, even though it's quite a complicated story going on here. And I love the kind of ambiguity of whether or not the Nova Corps itself and the world mind, is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? It's all left a little bit grey, which makes it all the more intriguing. So if you haven't checked this book out before, it's really easy to get into. This seems to be a great jumping on point. Issue number 22 of Nova on your shelves this week. The Fantastic Four hits issue 564 this week. Mark Millar and Brian Hitch continue the great work on this book. They even promise us that nothing as lame as the Fantastic Four sitting down to a turkey dinner happens. They make that promise on the cover, and I can verify that nothing that lame actually does happen in this book. What we do see, though, is the Fantastic Four trying to take a little bit of a holiday. And where do they choose to come? They choose to come here, to the Great British Isles. Unfortunately, they get stuck in a very sinister feeling Highland Scottish village, and things, as you might expect, take a turn for the worse before too long. I'm loving this book at the moment. I'm a big fan of Hitch's art. I'm a huge Miller fan, as most people who watch this show will know. So this is right up my street, but I can highly recommend it to people who are not even Fantastic Four fans. This is just a great book at the moment. So if you haven't kind of gotten on board for this adventure, you really should check it out. Fantastic Four, issue 564 on your shelves this week. There's a hell of a lot going on under the Dark Reign banner this week, including this: War Machine number 3, Miss Marvel number 36, and Thunderbolts 129. But this week we thought we'd focus on all of the books that are branded Dark Reign and Avengers. Now you've got Avengers the Initiative. This is not bad, but it's certainly not the most essential book out of all of the Avengers branded books you're going to need this week. Not bad, but comes number 3 in the list. At number 2, The Mighty Avengers. This is a bit of an improvement. It's not too bad again, but doesn't stand up next to the main Avengers book that you have to have this month, which is this one, New Avengers number 50. This is the one in which the original Avengers find out that Norman Osborn has hijacked a lot of their identities and rebranded them as his own group of Avengers. What are the original Avengers going to do about it? It all happens, or starts to happen, in this book. This is the one that you need out of all of the Avengers titles that are around this week. This is the one that really is leading the pack. So if you've got any kind of love for the Avengers, or you've been following Dark Reign, this is pretty much essential. New Avengers number 50 on your shelves this week.
Greetings, ye mortals of Midgard, as ye watch yon online broadcast from the realm of the fantastic. Forget ye not that if thou feeleth the show, thou must let somebody know. So says Thor.
So if you have any plans to be following Superman over the next few months, then you're going to need this book in your life. Superman 685. This directly leads into the 3 big Superman series that are going to be floating around. So the new Superman, in which Mon-El will basically be taking Superman's place. I hope that's not too much of a spoiler. There's also World Without Superman and Superman New Krypton. All of those books are kind of set up by the events of this book. So if you want to have any idea of what's going on in Superman, this is probably a good point in which to jump on if you haven't been following, or one that you definitely need to be able to grab if you want to keep up. Superman 685 on your shelves this week. It's been a bumper crop of releases in the comic book world this week. There are far too many good books for us to review them all in depth, but you may want to know what else is around on your shelves this week. If you're looking forward to Blackest Night, then you'll definitely need this book at the moment. Green Lantern, issue number 38, that's on your shelves this week. Captain America, this has been really good. Brubaker's run on this is really something to behold. I'm loving the new Captain America. This is issue number 47. Billy Tucci's beautifully kind of realised war book, Sergeant Rock, The Lost Battalion, hits issue number 4 of 6. Gerard Way and Gabrielle Bar's The Umbrella Academy. Please do not get it twisted. Whilst this is a massive book in the emo community, it's not just for them. Anyone can enjoy this book. Doctor Doom and the Masters of Evil, or as it's branded on this issue, Circus of Crime. This is a great all ages book, but it's humongous fun. Scar, Son of Hulk, features a guest appearance from the Silver Surfer again. This is enough to kind of get me interested. Spawn Endgame reaches part 5 in issue 189 of Spawn. Jeff Loeb's run on the Hulk continues. This is issue number 10. Really been enjoying the Hulk recently. And if you've been following Dark Tower with Stephen King, issue 6 of 6 finishes up this run this week, and it's out now. That's pretty much all we've got time for this week on Fantastic Realm. We'll catch you next week with more brand new comics. But don't forget, you can buy any of the comics we reviewed at fantasticrealm.co.uk. And if you quote the code FAN1, you'll get yourself a 10% discount. You can also check us out at our eBay store. To see more videos and join our online communities, go to Facebook, MySpace, or YouTube, and we've now launched the Fantastic Realm video podcast in iTunes. So feel free to add a comment about this video below, and don't forget, you can drop by the store and check out what we have in stock.